could not attend, they will be able to view this at a later time. If you are not speaking, if you can put your mic on mute, and we will introduce everyone as we go along. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Tara Konya. I am your Associate Dean in the School of Business. So those of you joining us who are not in the School of Business may not have had the opportunity to meet me yet. So welcome and thank you for joining us. We are going to discuss the different graduate programs we have for campus. And I will be starting off with Dr. Doug Blaze, who's going to go over the graduate programs for campus. We are going to focus mainly on the School of Business, but we do have some friends joining us from outside. We'll then hand it over to Amelia and Daphne so that they can go over the admissions process. Christina Velez in Graduate Advising will be showcasing all of her expertise, because you will switch from having faculty advisors from the undergrad to the fabulous team of Mary and Christina. And then if you have questions about cost, we do have Students Financial Services and Catherine joining us. We will then have a chance for general Q&A, and then I will put you into breakout rooms. So for those of you who are just joining us, if you can please, in the chat, type your name or email address at SNHU and which program you are interested in. I will use that program you put down in order to put you into your breakout rooms later on today. And if you want to switch from a different breakout room, I will also allow that to happen, so you can do that. So we will be able to allow you to jump back and forth between each program. So to start off, I am going to hand this over to Professor Doug Blaze. Take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Konya. Welcome, everybody. Very exciting to see everyone here. And I will echo what Dr. Konya said. The advising team of Christina and Mary are just fantastic. You will be in great hands with them. I guarantee you that. So here are the different programs that we have. We have a master's in teaching English as a second language. Then in the School of Business, we have the brand new MS in Business Analytics. We're very excited about this. As I said, it's a brand new program. And as part of that, you can have various concentrations, and those are what's listed below. So you would have a MS in Business Analytics with a concentration in finance, marketing, project management, sport business, or you can choose to just take electives and or an internship that's associated with the business analytics. So a lot of opportunities there. Master's of Science in Information Technology with concentrations in project management, business analytics, and then the traditional Master's of Business Administration, or MBA. And again, you can have those concentrations listed below, or take free electives and an internship related to the MBA. And then specialized MS in Professional Accountancy. And that's a very specific program geared for those individuals who are looking to move forward with a career or to look to get their CPA.
And Doug, before we move on, we do have Leesh joining us. Leesh, do you want to share what the TEFL program is really quickly?
Sure, and I'll mention that we've recently switched from offering a Master's of Science in teaching English as a foreign language to a Master of Arts in teaching English as a second or other language. So this is a brand new program intended for students who are planning to teach in an English-speaking country, possibly in the public schools. And we currently have one track of specialization open, which is for teaching ESL or EFL in a K through 12 or higher ed setting. but we hope to open 2 more tracks, digital language learning and language program management, sometime in the very near future.
And then Professor Lisa Garish, would you like to share anything about professional accountancy?
Yes, yes, I would. Thank you. So as Doug said, the MS in Professional Accountancy is designed for students who want to pursue their certification as a CPA. And actually, as part of the program, you sit for 2 parts of the CPA exam during the program. That's something that makes it pretty unique for us. But the one thing that I especially wanted to mention was who comes into this program. So, of course, accounting majors, BS and accounting majors, it's you know, that's the traditional track, if you will. But we also have accounting and finance majors, and generally, we work with any major outside of accounting who's interested. We work with you while you're a senior, a junior even, and make sure that if there's any courses you weren't planning on taking that will ready you for the prereqs for this course or this program, we give you that guidance. So we've had AFI students, accounting and finance students. We've had students who are getting their BS with an accounting concentration also come into this program. And we've also had a number of Bradley honors students come into this program. And again, it all, if you're not in the accounting program, in the bachelor's program, it takes a little bit of extra work to make sure that we have you in the right classes. So I just wanted to point that out. It's a great career, great money on the other side of this career. So we're very excited about it, but I just wanted to make sure that people realize that it's not just for BS and accounting majors. Thanks, Tara.
Thank you. And then Professor Henley, one of our most popular grad programs is the MSIT. Do you want to share a brief intro into that program?
Sure. So similar to what Professor Garish was saying, our program is also designed for students with a variety of backgrounds. So not everyone going into the program is coming out of an IT or even a technical background, which makes it a very interesting blend in the classes. Our program is really designed to get you those foundational technology skills that are necessary to be working in the IT field, but also the business and management pieces to be able to oversee projects in the future.
Thank you. And then we have our newest program is our MS in Business Analytics. Professor Dakar, would you like to share a few words about our newest program to campus?
Yeah. So this is a program that we launched in the last fall, and business analytics is a program of the future. It has come into being because of the amount of data that is being generated since the beginning of this, especially since the beginning of this century. Now, it is said that the data generated in the last 48 hours equals all the data generated during the 20th century. You know, by all kinds of means, you know, web surfing, all the cell phones, texting, all the streaming. You know, everything can be looked at data, looked at as data. And so the businesses are trying to make good use of the data that is being generated so that they can operate more efficiently. They can target the right customers. So besides the explosion in data that has been happening, we also have concurrent development in the techniques and algorithms to process the data. And also we have the increase in the computing power that has been happening. So processing power as well as storage capabilities. So all these things put together have given rise to this business analytics, generally analytics in general, and business analytics as applied to business in particular. So this is a program for today and for future. And so we would love to have you in this program.
Thank you. Professor Blaze, would you like to continue?
Yes, thank you very much. So why Southern Hampshire University? So if you're an existing student here with us, there's no application fee and we do not require a GRE or a GMAT score. It's a very simple one-page application. We have all your transcripts, we have your information. So if you have a 2.75, there's going to be no problem. Everything right is offered right on campus. Traditional, think about your traditional, your UC classes that you're going now. And then these are designed to be able to finish within 12 to 18 months with full-time enrollment.
Amelia, would you like to take over the domestic process?
Yes, thank you. So hi everyone, I'm Amelia Duane. I work in the campus graduate admission office, and Dr. Blaze really kind of did a lot of my slide for me, so thank you. But kind of echoing off what he said, is a very simplified process, so you can apply directly online at the SNHU website, campus graduate application. There's no app fee, we don't require GRE or GMAT test scores, and we have access to your SNHU transcript, so you don't have to worry about submitting any official documents other than the application. However, the one caveat is if you're applying to the professional accountancy program, you will need to submit an official copy of your resume and conduct a program interview. But that's something that Professor Garish and West can speak further on in our breakout sessions. On the application, there are 3 start terms you can apply to: a fall, spring, and summer start. And once we have your materials, you'd receive an admission decision within 30 days, and we look for that 2.75 GPA or higher for acceptance. And at that point, if you're ready to recommit to SNHU, you would submit a $100 enrollment deposit to confirm your spot on campus. But this enrollment deposit also unlocks that next step to allow for your campus graduate academic advisor to move forward and put you in courses for that intended start term.
Thank you. Daphne, the international perspective.
Yeah, thank you, Tara. Hello, everyone. My name is Daphne. I'm the Associate Director of International Recruitment at International Programs. And for all the international students who have joined us today at this info session, welcome. So I'll just highlight a few things in the admission process for international students. And just like what Dr. Blaze and Amelia have said, international students share about the same process with the domestic students, but there are about 4 differences here. So first is that we have a different deadline for application. International application deadline is May 30th, so that you can have more time to prepare for your documents. And the second difference is that so international students enjoy the same convenience as domestic students. So we don't need to, you don't need to pay the application fee, and we have your transcripts here, so no academic transcript. But the major difference is that, of course, you don't need to send in any new English proficiency score, because we already, you already graduated here. And the third is that what's different to domestic students is that you don't need to pay any deposit if you apply from internally. And the last difference is that even though international students are not eligible for any financial aid or financial loan, you are available to apply to a scholarship, which is an international merit scholarship. It's the most amount is up to $4,000 in total that will be awarded over 2 semesters. And of course, we're looking at GPA of 3.0 or higher. And so that will be, that's about the differences to domestic students. And of course, international students have some other documents to send in. And if you have any questions, just feel free to pop in and ask me. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you. Christina Velez.
Hi, everyone. My name is Cristina Velez. Thank you for having me. So I represent the Graduate Advising Office on campus, and I work with Mary Giles, which is absolutely amazing. So we do personalized advising. We take care of the students since Amelia say, okay, student is deposit, or also international admissions team. So then we start working with you from the beginning. Also within our personalized advising, we collaborate a lot with career, because I think that's very important to connect both dots during the decision making, and then your program and everything else. So we work with you from beginning to end. We do course registrations together, any forms that you have. We provide workshops from the beginning of your program, collaborate with International Student Services, as well as career, library, learning center. So we have a lot of, help for you guys. I know for, most of you, if it's synchronous or asynchronous, we're there for you guys for every step of the way until you graduate. So we can wait to see you in our office. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you. Next, cost and financial aid, Catherine.
Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine from Student Financial Services. We're the office for your financial aid and billing questions. So just a quick comparison of grad to undergrad, because it is a little bit different. As a grad student, you're going to be charged at $700 a credit. So each semester, your tuition charge could vary based on how many credits you're in. So that's a little bit different than you're used to. As a grad student, you're still eligible to apply for the FAFSA for federal aid. The biggest difference here is now that you're going to be a grad student, you're independent, so you do not need your parents' information on that FAFSA, so it's just you. But because you're an independent grad student now, you're also going to only be eligible for the direct unsubsidized loan from FAFSA. So there's no need-based aid from that, but that does increase your loan eligibility each year to $20,500 to help cover those extra costs. So you go to FAFSA.gov like always. You can go there now and do your FAFSA for next year, even though you may not be done your undergrad yet. You would still fill it out like you are done and you're starting your grad degree next fall or summer, depending when you're starting. The school code, again, is that 002580. And then you would just submit the FAFSA just like you always have. And we'll review those for either your summer start or fall start. If you are starting in summer, you're actually going to need to call our office, because we'll have to start you with this current year FAFSA. So we can help you through that process. But if you're starting in fall, you can work on the 21 FAFSA. And just a quick reminder, our international students are not eligible for any federal loans from FAFSA or any of that. But we're here to answer any questions you guys may have on that, covering those costs in the future.
Thank you. All right, now it is everyone else's turn to ask questions. So if you are joining us today, what questions may you have for anyone on our panel?
I have two questions, actually. One is, if we're going to be starting with the grad program mid-academic year, so fall into spring, how do we do the FAFSA then for next year?
So so you'd be starting in the spring with your grad program?
Yes, if I finish my undergrad, I'm targeting for December of 21.
Yeah, so what you would do is you would still fill out your FAFSA as an undergrad student then, if you need that for the fall semester. And then as we're getting closer to the end of fall, we can work with you on making changes to the FAFSA to reflect that you'll now be a grad student, so we can switch you over for spring. So you would just do it normally for now, and then we'll help you in the fall.
And the second question was, which I can't remember the answer, if we want a education that's only available still on campus.
Ryan, you cut out there briefly. Can you repeat the question?
Internet issues. If we want to take a concentration, like I'm interested in the MSIT for web development and design, can we take the core classes on campus or offered in campus, just knowing that we'll have to take some of them online to finish up our concentrations?
Yes. Yes, as long as you know that they will only be offered through the online modality, then yes, they could, Christina could definitely add that on to your program. I don't know, Liz, do you have any other feedback on that? Okay, she said she's all good. Other questions? All right, I'm going to stop the recording.